Today we're talking about lighting, specifically the colors, the temperature, the tint of your lighting, and how all of those affect your end result photo, and also how we can better understand and be more in control of it. I will forever say that lighting is the most important part of photography, other than obviously having a camera. Without lighting, we don't have a photo at all. You can have a wonderful model, a beautiful location, but if it's not lit properly, you're walking away without a photo at all. And really knowing the ins and outs of lighting is such a huge part of capturing those images you dream about or the images you have saved that you want to recreate. So today we're going to do that. We're going to create those photos that we've been dreaming about, really. So for today's setup, we're going to have the same model and we're going to have her in the same location, the same makeup, keep everything the same except the light. We're going to change around the placement. We're going to change around the temperature, the hue, the tint of it. Today I really want to just show you guys how much variety we can get by just using one light and making small adjustments from there. And for that light today, we'll be using Aputure's new Storm ADC. And this light just launched, so I am super excited to get my hands on it and play around with it. It literally launches today, the day I'm posting this. And a huge thank you to Aputure for working with me on this video and sending through this light for me to play around with. So let's unbox it. So the Storm ADC is a tunable color cob light. It's super small, as you can see, but it was built to be super durable and weather resistant, which is very handy if you're shooting outdoors in the rain or the snow. To go along with it, it has a mini Pro Lock mount, which makes it super easy to secure this light in a variety of setups and conditions. It also has a Blair CG light engine, so it can emit a wide range of colors like blue, lime, amber, indigo, red, and green. And aside from all those color options, it also has a super impressive color temperature range. It can go from a super warm 1800 Kelvin temperature all the way up to 20,000 Kelvin. So that covers everything from lighting something to look like a warm candlelight to a bright sort of cooler daytime look. It also has 100% green magenta adjustability, so you can fine tune the color to exactly how you want it. You can match the colors of a scene or balance it with other lights you have on your location. And when I'm on a shoot, I really need as much flexibility as I can get because I love getting really detailed and really fine tuning the brightness and the color to exactly how I want it. I also feel like if you're able to get the lighting exactly how you want it while on location, you have to do way less work later on when you get home and you edit the images because you already shot it exactly how you imagined. It's also compatible with Bone's modifiers, so you can have a ton of different options for shaping your light as well. Aputure also sent through their barn doors and their Fresnel attachments. So on our shoot today, we can get even more creative and get kind of funky with what we're doing with the light. These barn doors are perfect for blocking certain parts of your light. They're basically for control, so you can get a cleaner, more focused light on your subject without having to use other bulky objects like V-flats that are super big. And the flaps here are super adjustable, so you can get the perfect shape you want every single time. As for the Fresnel, this increases the light's intensity, making it more brighter and more focused. So it's great if you need to push more light onto a subject or highlight something in specific. And this one is adjustable, so you can change it to around 15 degrees or up to 45 degrees. So you can go for a more intense look or a wider look that covers more area. So now that you know all about the Storm ADC and the attachments that go along with it, we're gonna get right into shooting. I went to the studio and my friend Ali is going to be modeling for me today, so let's go. Okay, wait, before we get into it, I wanted to show you guys some quick inspiration I have saved for the shoot. Whether it be like lighting setups to reference or different poses to look at, I feel like when I'm on a shoot, my mind is in like 3,000 different places. And even if it's just photos to look at, it's super helpful to remind yourself what you want to get done throughout your shoot day. So here are some of the photos. There's just a few. I kept in mind that we're only using one light for this setup, so I saved some images that also sort of seem like they were maybe shot with one light. Like this one, maybe we could use the Fresnel as a backlight, or even for this, maybe we can shine the Storm ADC really bright onto some Mylar, or this we could totally recreate with the barn doors. And then there's this one over here, which I almost saved to reference as like the look I want to go for. I love the dreamy effect, so I'm gonna bring along some lens filters to recreate this sort of look. So now we definitely have some options to look at, and even if you're doing your own little test shoot, it's super helpful to just go on Pinterest, save a few images, and now you sort of have a visual little diary of what you want to do on your day. Now I think we're ready to go to the studio. Okay, we made it to the studio. I'm here with Ali. She is just getting her makeup and hair all good to go. She's in this amazing like sparkly top that's gonna look so good in the photos. I started to set up the light and I wanted to go for a nice like spotlight effect. Put it at a pretty high elevation to kind of cast this light almost behind Ali, so it sort of minimizes the shadows over here. And then I have Ali sort of like a little bit in the light to give her some sort of like key light, but I really want this to be heavy on the backlight. So I set it to a sort of red hue and we're gonna get right into it. I feel like the red hue also like looks good with the shirt. Today I'm shooting with the Nikon Z9 and then I have my 24-70 f 2.8 lens on. And then I also put on a half-strength Cinesaw filter to make these photos look super dreamy, like the photos that were on my Pinterest board. Take a little step like this way. Yeah, I just want to try and get rid of that shadow as much as possible for these. Yeah, the softness to it. I love it.
Gorge.
Yeah, I love that. I think because you're also like silhouetted, the like shapes kind of work even better here. Could you do like a maybe side profile? Like
this way?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because your head is in that nice light. Really good. Could we do like elbows or something? Yeah, love that. Yes, love that. Okay, I went ahead and took off the Fresnel and the barn doors because now that we have Allie sitting here, I wanted the light to kind of spread more across the backdrop instead of just create that sort of spotlight effect. Because we're shooting her sitting down, it's full body now, and it's just a wider frame. You can like, oh yeah, that's cool. Ooh, that's really nice, hold that. Can you do like more, even more in your tippy toes? Yeah, like that. That looks really nice. And I liked what you're doing. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love that. And then like, I think having some side profile here, just because you're like a little silhouetted. Yeah, that's nice. Slay. Amazing. All right, we finished up with that red light, and now we're gonna have Allie change, and I'm gonna switch up the lighting to a completely different mood and vibe. For this one, we're gonna roll out the Mylar and do some stuff with reflections. I'm gonna bring down the light as well. I'm just attaching on a reflector modifier onto the light here so we can have the light be even brighter than it already is, and that will help with a lot of the reflections. Ooh, I do wanna change up the color though. Maybe, oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah, maybe like a blue. That's so sick. And also a little bit of wrinkles help create even more little highlights.
Right here?
I think in between, maybe?
Like here?
Yeah, oh my God, it looks so good already. Can you try to like lay on your side, maybe?
Yeah.
This is looking so good. We have Allie in her top she just changed into. And then as for the light, I set it to a sort of bright blue color. I have the saturation almost all the way up. The brightness is all the way up on the light, and I think this is gonna be super sick. Also, what's really cool about this is you can kind of change this in different directions, and it'll do a lot of really cool stuff with the light and the Mylar. Just kind of playing around and seeing at which point does it give me the most reflections and just kind of leaving it there. Oh, it's so sick. I'm obsessed. Yes, that pose is great. Look.
I don't even know what it looks like. That's crazy.
I might just change the white balance a little bit, but yeah, like more where you're not looking at me, I think, is what I prefer. That's crazy. I love that. I just want to put my aperture up a little bit to get more in focus here. Yeah, great. Love that. Yes. I like you looking out like that way. Okay, Allie's gonna change into one more outfit. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this really quick, and then we have time for one more lighting setup. I think for this, I wanna go for a really bright sort of backlight onto Allie, so I might use the globe or the reflector, something a bit warmer, maybe like a yellow hue, maybe a little bit desaturated. We'll see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take off this reflector, add on this little globe, and then I'm gonna change the hue to maybe like a warm yellow like that. I always like put my hand here to see how it like is actually looking, because you can't really tell when it's like spreading out too far. So something like that. And then I'm gonna try and decrease the saturation a bit. Perfect, cool. Okay, so you can just stand right in front of it like this. Can you move a little bit like into this light? I wanna see, just like maybe half. Yeah, like that. I want this like kind of directly behind Allie, so I'm just measuring this up with like her head here. This light is small enough to where it literally will like completely hide behind her. And then look out that way. Have your eye like in that light if you can. Yeah, there. Great. Great, I love that. Should you do completely this way? Yeah, great. Love that. I love this sort of nice little rim light on the back of Allie's head here. That looks so good. I just want to change my white balance to something warmer. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Great. Turn a little more towards me in that light if you can. It's like, yeah. Yeah, great. Even if I come from this way, can you take a step like maybe right there? Yeah. I'm like, this is a totally different look, but it looks cool. My original plan was to do a backlight, and now we're going for like a side backlight situation, but this looks even better, I feel like. Love these. This is like really pretty. Great. All right, there we have it. We just finished 3 different types of shoots using only this one light from Aperture. So you have to let me know in the comments if you preferred the first setup, that sort of warm red spotlight in the background of Allie. The second one, that sort of water reflection with the Mylar and the blue. Or was the third one with this sort of natural light coming in and that sort of back warm side light. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe you picked up a few tips or tricks, hopefully. And with all that, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.